take questions.
Coach, what happened?
Well, went for the win. Wanted to win it on that play and just wanted to win it on that one play. We make that play, we win. Next.
Why did you sit Jonathan Stewart?
Well, we'll talk to my offensive coordinator, give me some suggestions, but ultimately it was my decision, and I wanted to win, and I had the best, had the team in mind when I made that decision, and I wanted to win the game. Next.
How do you lose a game like that, Coach?
I wouldn't really say necessarily how do we lose, because you got to give credit where credit's due. Safco has a strong team. We know what they're capable of, and it's not like my player took a knee at the one. You know, if that guy was on my fantasy team, he wouldn't be playing next week. Next.
What do you tell the team after a game like this, Coach?
Nothing. Tell them get ready for next week. We're short term, get ready for next week. Long term, let's get ready for the playoffs. Luckily for us, we have the best commish ever. How y'all doing? Another week down, week 10. And we all know what happened between me and Safco. Great game, close battle. Hats off to Safco for the win. 1 point win. It happened. And it is what it is. Looking at the other games though, Eddie took out Bren, and he sneaks back into number one. Bad for me. I lose a nail biter, and then have Eddie win an easy one over Bren. Jimmy Boy, McJames comes back from Ireland, and he wins the game over Jamie. And let's face it, it didn't really help him out, because McJames decided that he's going to go to Ireland. And what was he thinking? I mean, seriously, the Yankees are in the World Series. I'm going to go to Ireland. My fantasy teams are struggling right now. I'm going to go to Ireland. Well, if you miss the playoffs, Jimmy Boy, guess who you have to blame? Nobody but yourself. It's as simple as that. Go hang out with the sheep. Yeah, great move. Looks like you're not going to make the playoffs this year. And then Senior squeaked by Steve. I think that was Steve's best week. But obviously, even his best isn't good enough. And Senior picks up a win. Hey, Senior, congratulations. You can beat 2 teams in the league now, myself as well as Steve. But, everybody can beat Steve. He was weak. And then Junior put up a big number. It was a pretty impressive number over Karen. And Karen's team just kind of fell off last week. I guess they're still sleeping or something, because that was very uncharacteristic of Karen's team. And I see better things next week for Karen. As far as for Junior, though, next week, I think he's going to take the loss. I think this week was a fluke. His team's not very good in this league. In the other league, it's good. In this one, not so much. My team's the real deal. I'm going to take out Junior next week. As far as Karen, like I said, I see better things for her. I think that she's going to beat Jamie and pick up another W and start marching towards the playoffs. You're doing well in Division 2, Karen. We'll see how you make out in the playoffs. Never know. Might be a first-year charm. Safco, I got you beating Eddie. At least that's what I'm hoping for. I think you're going to have another tough week, but at the same time, I think that you've beaten the toughest team next to you. Of course, that being mine. But I think you're going to pick up the W this week. And Bren over Senior. let's just face it. I looked at this game and said, Brent's going to win. There's no reasoning behind it. I just chose it, and that's the way it goes. Senior, very subpar year for you, and very uncharacteristic of your fantasy teams. You've always come through. This year, I don't think so much. And then finally, the toilet bowl game. Jimmy Boy against Steve. We all know who's going to get the vote here. Uh, but this is absolutely a toilet bowl game. It's kind of like Detroit playing against Cleveland. And if this was televised, nobody'd be watching. If tickets were sold, nobody'd be buying. And let's face it, this is the worst game. Kind of like what Colin Coward said this week. Why don't we just play the game on Madden and tell everybody that it happened, because nobody's interested in this. It's a worthless game, and nobody really cares. But keep on fighting, because that's the fun of fantasy. Real quick, we didn't get any mail this week, but I'll throw out a little mail call for my fans, because they love hearing that. So hope you all have a good week, and they must be forwarding my mail to my new address, because obviously I didn't receive any mail this week. So with that being said, I'm the best commish ever, and we'll see you next week. See you later. Bye. I'm gone.